Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Critical and welcome back to another season of Comic Craft on the Comic Craft server. We're here with Season 2, 1.17, New World, New Players. Let's get started. No! Boring, boring, boring. Get out of here with that. Hello! I've saved you from the monotony of the beginning of this game. We've already seen that. You don't need to see it again. I mean, you saw some of it, but don't pretend you didn't, because we don't need any of that. We got a lot to do today, and we don't have time to be dealing with all of that mess. Now, that being said, you have detached yourself from my point of view between last season and now, so I gotta figure out a way to get you back in here. Let me just... No, this probably won't work, but let me just try this. Whoa. Okay, that was weird. Please never leave me again. That was very jarring, and I didn't like that experience at all. Anyways, moving on. As I said, we're jumping into Season 2. It's very exciting. I have so many plans for the season, which we're going to be diving into some of those today towards the second half of the episode. But I want to say, we have a lot of new people in the server. I don't think any of the new people are on right now, but we've got about 17 members, I think, starting out the season, and I believe applications are still open, so there will be a link to that down in the description below. I've temporarily set up in this village over here, but I think we're going to be moving today right off the bat. But we have a link tree down in the description with everyone's primary social if you'd like to go check all of those out. So be sure to do that. And thanks to Kookie for setting that up for us. He's one of the new members on the server, so that is pretty exciting. Check this out though. Look at all the resources that I've already gathered. I told you guys I was going to go ahead and get a start on this so that we could really start building. And a lot of these are the building materials that I'm going to need. I think I need to get some more cobble, and I need to smelt all of that down. We are in 1.17, which is pretty exciting. We've got a bunch of the new blocks, and we're going to be building with a lot of those this season. And we have a lot of data packs and stuff installed, which I will go over at some point. I don't know if I'm going to go over that today, though, because we have, again, as I said, a lot to discuss this episode. But before we jump on all of that, I'm going to see if I can help Brawzny get the Dynamap set up so that we can actually look at the server map and see if I can find a location to start building. Okay, so I think I found where I want to build this season, because I really like this biome. Unfortunately, the Dynamap is not up yet. There seems to be an issue server side with getting that set up. So I had to walk around for a while, and I've lost a bit of my recording time, but we're going to jump into building here straight away so I can get caught up. But as you can see, we've got this huge biome here. There's a little bit of a desert over there, some forests off that way, but our building is going to kind of sit about right here. In this space, our building is about 50 blocks in each direction. It's kind of a big square. And what we're going to be building is Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum from the Avengers movies. I've designed this in creative, and it looks awesome. It looks just like the movie. I'm very, very excited about this. And the reason that I've kind of decided to go with that, and I think I'm going to go ahead and start building here while we're chatting, but the reason that I've decided to go with that is I'm going to be kind of the park manager for, Cookie's back online. The park manager for the mini games district this season is kind of what I want to do. And right over here, there's about 1,000 block strip of land that's all pretty flat. Little wave to Cookie. That's all pretty flat. That's going to be really, really good for getting mini games and stuff built, because no one's going to have to worry about, like, changing the terrain or anything to fit their builds in. So I'm pretty excited about that. But also, I feel like having some sort of magical building with like portals opening and explosions going off and like the roads twisting up into the sky and stuff like they did in Doctor Strange, I feel like that'll look really, really good in like a minigame district. So I think this is going to be kind of my like hub for things this season, and then I'll work out from there. But yeah, I'm very excited. I have a lot of plans this season, and we'll go into all that stuff in future episodes. Let's see here. I want to go. Okay, sorry about that. I was chatting with Cookie and Sky. Apparently Sky got stuck in his house and died 32 times from Vindicators that were, I guess, spawn killing him, which sucks. But this is what I've gotten done with the building so far. We've just got the corner here done. I still have a lot of resource gathering to do. I just kind of wanted to show you guys the scale of this building in this episode. So as you can see here, this is one of the windows, and I'm going to post a little an image up in the top corner up here of the concept art that I'm using as a reference point for this, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what we're trying to build if you're not familiar with the Sanctum Sanctorum. But I'm trying to capture as much of the detail from that as I possibly can, and I think I've done a pretty good job, but again, I have to gather so many resources to properly get this thing in place, and I gotta move all my stuff over here, so I have quite a bit of work to do that I'm gonna do off camera. So to finish out this episode, I think what we're going to do is bounce around the server a little bit, because as I was walking around looking for a place to build, I found a few people's bases. We're gonna head back to my my little village real quick. It's about 500 blocks that way, my village is. And we got a bastion right here. I don't know if I showed you guys this. We have a bastion right here, and there's a couple of pillager outposts right near our overworld base. So we've got a couple of farms that we can make here pretty soon. But yeah, so I think we're going to go to a couple of different bases. I'm not sure whose bases are whose, but I want to see what other people are building to start off the season. So let's go check all of that out. Alright, I don't know why I've done this to myself. I went snooping around the first house, and I went all the way to the bottom of the mine for some reason, expecting to find something, and there was nothing, so I just had to walk back up. But if we head up here, this is Karkatt's house. She's one of the new members on the server. Again, if you'd like to check out her links, there will be descriptions down below. Descriptions down below? No, there will be links in the description down below. Don't walk away from me. Okay, that's just rude. That's just, you couldn't be going further. Alright, mean. Anyways, so she's got the chicken coop here with the little house off to the side, which I like. I like when people do aesthetic things and don't just build pins. I appreciate that. But then this is her house here, so she's going with like a birchwood interior with dark oak and stone brick on the outside. I think these three colors work really well together, especially the birch and the dark oak. And I really like this light strip. I never build with the strip logs very much, but they look very, very good. I like that a lot. Again, we're only on day 2 of the server. The server hasn't even opened for 24 hours, so it's impressive that she's already built almost an entire house. And I feel like maybe a lot of people have probably done that, and maybe I'm the one that's behind. Maybe? Nah, I'm good. Alright, but let's go check out the other house that I was able to find. I misplaced one of them. I don't remember where it is, so I don't think I'm going to be able to find that one. But I think there's one right off in this direction, just beyond this forest. Yes, here we are. Here's the other house that I'd located. This one's actually on the way to my house from spawn. I don't know who lives here. There's no sign. I'm going to snoop around once again, because it's what I do. This is pretty cool, though. They've got like a little, like a window looking out into the forest. There's some really cool terrain generation in this world. The mountains are doing like crazy things. There's a lot of floating islands and like flat cliff faces like this right here. This kind of like straight up sort of look, which I like a lot. But it seems to be everywhere, and everybody seems to be utilizing it quite a bit, so that's pretty cool to see. But yeah, so that's the second house. I don't know where anyone else is. I wish I did. Maybe next episode we can go on a bit of a deeper hunt for some of the other people. But yeah, I know Brawzny and Sky, I think, are working on building some stuff together. I think Scruffy's already decided where he's building. So I think everybody has plans. We don't have the Dynamap up yet again, so I don't know. Yeah, look at this cliff. This is so cool. And that looks really well placed there. I like that. I imagine they'll probably build some stuff kind of all up along this as the season goes on, but that's really cool to see. Alright, but as we head back towards my base, or at least what I hope is my base, I keep getting lost on the server. Wait, what is that? There's another house over there. I mean, that's not natural, right? That's gotta be someone's house. Let's go see who this is. This person's actually not too far from me, I don't think. Oh. I actually overshot my original base by a couple hundred blocks. Whoops. What is this? I want to see this. Again, I was talking about people utilizing these cliffs and stuff, but there's someone over here. This is a cool area. Yeah, look at this. There's a house here. And then... what is... Oh, it's just a mine. Interesting. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know whose this is. I don't think this is too far from my village, but... I mean, I'm not staying at the village, so it doesn't matter. But, that's interesting. I don't know if that's like someone's permanent base or what. This is a really cool area, though, so I hope someone builds there, because that would be pretty neat to see someone set something up. But as we head back towards my base, I think we're going to start wrapping it up for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I tried to do a lot more editing because Sky called me out for not doing as much editing. He was pointing out that all I really do is a bunch of cut. I figured out where I am. I was behind my base. I'm on that mountain that kind of backs my area here. Ooh, it's nighttime, and Sky said not to sleep. Sky or Kookie? Someone said not to sleep. So I'm trying to avoid that, but there's bad things out. But as I said, this is going to do it for this episode, guys. I hope that you have all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. I'm going to try to keep the distance between each episode pretty short, so hopefully there will be another one out in a couple of days. I just got to start getting some of this ready. I have to clear out most of this mountainscape is kind of why I'm not working on this anymore today, because I really need to get these trees and this hill worked out, as well as gathering resources, so I'm going to try to get all that done in between episodes, and then we can start next episode. But, again, I hope you guys have all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode of Comic Craft. Bye-bye. Boring. Boring, 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 boring. Get out of here. Everyone's already seen that. We don't need it again. Hello! I've saved you from the monotony of beginning...